All right, well, thank you, everybody, for being here. And no matter what, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to always give Jesus the glory. I mean, I'm so blessed to be the head coach here. And we do serve a champion. And I do know God never says oops. And as hard as tonight is as a competitor and as a coach, I do believe we learn and grow from everything. And the best is still to come for our team, for these players, our seniors. The best is still to come. And I told every single one in the locker room that God has an amazing plan for your life. Never settle for less than that, and that this will always be home. I'm so proud of this team. It didn't go our way tonight, and we'll talk about that more. But they reestablished the standard in Boise to be a light on a hill to the country that had been lost for a little bit. I'm so proud of them doing that. That's a legacy that can never be taken from them. Back-to-back Mountain West champs has never happened. They did that. And so I'm so proud of this team. Obviously, tonight we didn't execute the way we needed to win a heavyweight fight like we knew this was going to be. And we got to learn and grow from that as a program. But so proud of this team reestablishing the standard in Boise, and excited for us to learn and grow forward.
We'll open it up for questions now. If you do have a question, if you could please raise your hand so we can get a microphone to you. We're going to start here in the front row on the right.
Spencer, you guys fell behind 14-0, but were able to fight your way back. And just how proud were you of the way they fought back this entire game?
Yeah, this is a resilient team, and we talked even throughout the week that we knew we were playing a really good football team in Penn State, and they deserve a ton of credit. They're very well coached. We knew we were going to have to respond. I mean, that's football. It's not about just capitalizing when things are going well. It's about responding when things don't. We knew we were going to get punched in the mouth. We had to respond and keep swinging, and our team did that. I mean, this is a one-score game going into the fourth quarter, and we just didn't make the plays enough at the end as we needed to. But proud of our guys responding and coming back from a really tough first quarter.
We'll stay in the front row right.
Spencer, I know Jonah is probably a little cut up in there. I guess just what can you say about him and how he's doing?
Say it, who?
Jonah Damas.
Oh, yeah, he's obviously, as a competitor, he's hurting. But this game is not on Jonah. And this is a team, and it will always be a team. We win as a team, and we lose as a team. And Jonah Damas is one of the best field goal kickers in the entire country, and his records that can never be taken from him. Didn't play his best tonight, but we win and lose as a team, and this is not on him.
And then Ahmed, I saw you limping up here. Just what can you say about how you and your brothers were fighting down in the trenches there?
First, I want to start off and say, all glory to Jesus Christ. He's the true champion. Coach D, you changed my life. You changed my life. I did not know God until I got to Boise State. And I serve a true champion. Jesus Christ is the only true God. He died, rose from the dead 3 days later. That's the champion that I serve. And thank you, Coach D. Seriously, you changed my life. Back to your question, man. I wasn't going to go out. I want to go out with my teammates. No matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, I want to go out with my teammates. And I just love them. I wish I had one more week with them. And I wasn't just going to take it off. I love this team. I'll do whatever it takes to this team. I will die for this team.
Stay in the back row here on the right.
J-Tuss, KTVB. Ashton, a heck of a ride, man. I don't know what's going through your mind right now, but walking off the field for a final time as a member of the Boise State football team, you finished with over 2,600 yards rushing, the second most in NCAA history. How would you sum up this season tonight?
Yeah, first of all glory to God, for bringing us this far, for helping us restore the order this year. We couldn't do it without him. Keeping God first is what's got us here. But this season's been a blessing. God's favor has been upon me and on my teammates all year, and I'm just thankful. Obviously, we didn't come away with the result that we did, but not just me, but a lot of guys on this team did special things all year.
Front row here, left.
For Coach and for Ashton, what did Penn State do to maybe bottle you up better than other teams have been able to do this season?
Yeah, they're, just movement. That's one thing we struggle with is movement. They have a great D-line, front seven. It wasn't really that they did anything extraordinary. They executed, they tackled. We didn't play our best. I didn't take care of the ball, so that's why we weren't able to get the job done.
Coach, do you have any comments to the same question?
Yeah, I mean, we knew going in, one of the strengths of their team was stopping the run. I mean, they're one of the top 10 rushing defense in the country. We've played against good rushing defense. We know we'd get their best stuff, and we did. And we didn't win our one-on-ones consistently enough to be as explosive as we need in the run game. And football always comes down to execution. And we just didn't execute as much as we needed to establish the run game as much as we have to in a game like this. But it's something that we got to look back and learn and grow from. Obviously, hats off to Penn State. They had a great plan going into it. We knew they would. We've seen really good defenses throughout the year, and they did a really good job.
Over here on the left.
Spencer, how tough was it to utilize Ashton as much as you wanted to when you fall in that early hole and you were kind of playing catch up the whole game? Was it sort of, taking the strengths away from you that your team had?
Yeah, definitely didn't go into the game wanting to be down 14-0. That's just, not something anybody wants to be in. But the strength of our team is establishing a run game on offense and play action passes off of it. When you're down, it can little by little take away your strength. But I'm proud of, even after the turnover, our defense was able to go out there the very next series and get a turnover to get us back in it, score, make it a one-score game. You miss a couple field goals, some things, we miss a couple fits, the explosive run. I mean, that's how the game ebbs and flows. But definitely getting down 14-0 in the first quarter. We didn't play well in the first quarter. There were some good plays, but we weren't consistent enough as a team in all three phases against a really good football team.
Front row center.
This is for Spence and Ashton. Ashton, did you expect to pop a big one in this game? 1, 2, maybe even 3? And Coach, were you waiting for that moment as you've seen it all year?
Yeah, I mean, throughout the course of the game, you expect to, wear the defense down and, the big plays will come. But, I mean, obviously it's an expectation every game to make big plays.
Yeah, and I think just like anything, Ashton Jeanty's the best football player in the country, period, point blank. And so you're always, ready for those explosive plays. But we believe in wearing a defense out. It's hard when you're digging yourself out of a 2-score league or lead to really establish the run game the way we wanted to. But I'm proud of our team battle. I'm proud of Ashton, our offensive line, our tight ends, our defense. We didn't execute enough in all three phases, and it's something we got to look at because I know we're better than that. And being able to come to these games, win these games, make a run in the playoff is what we will do. And we're going to continue to build on to do that.
Second row on the left.
Alex Sibley, Burn City Sports. Obviously, the Fiesta Bowl has such a big audience, and can you just talk about what you can take away from this season, what you hope that fans and people can take away from just seeing all of the hype and all your good season and stuff like that? So.
Yeah, I mean, we got one of the best fan bases in the country. We got a lot of support behind us. A great community. It's been great, to see the community come together. And obviously we would want to, give them more football to watch, but, we didn't handle business. But, we're just thankful for everybody who supported us and, believed in us when no one else did.
Next question here, first row on the right.
I got 2 questions. The first is for Ahmed and Ashton. Just obviously tonight, not the way you guys wanted to finish your game, but being able to finish your career 2 straight Mountain West championships, bringing back Boise State, like Coach Danielson had said, to a place had not been for a while. What does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, that's super special for us because the way that we work and the effort we put in, as a group. And for me being a junior, it's special to have another year to correct those mistakes that happened out there on the field today. But yeah, we're excited for next year, and we're going to come for another ring, and we got a special group around us this year. But we're always looking forward, to be the best we can be. So.
Ahmed and Ashton, can you just reflect on your careers?
The biggest thing was leaving an impact and doing something that we've never done. Back-to-back champs, Boise State never done that. And to leave an impact for the younger generations to come in and to work as hard as we do. And even the work that nobody sees, the meetings, the early mornings, the decks. I mean, just to leave a legacy. And we wish we would have had one more week. We wish we took it all the way, but God has a plan, and I trust in God's plan. And just, I'll always support this team. I'm always going to come back and always going to push this team. And this team means a lot to me, and I'm always going to be there for them.
Front row center.
Coach, you talked a lot about the underdog mentality and kind of narrative coming into this one. To those who will point to this game as reason for changing the seeding or format of the playoff, what would be your response to that?
Yeah, hopefully everybody just watches the film. And that's been my big message all year is watch the film. I mean, even watch the game tonight. I mean, we had 387 yards, or they had 387, we had 412. Yes, we didn't execute, we lost the game, but and that is what it is. But watch our team. I mean, we're 12-1, back-to-back Mountain West champs, and you go into a game, a lot of people counted us out, and we're a couple plays away from winning. That's football, though. And we could lose to anybody in the country, but I also believe we can beat anybody in the country, and we've shown that throughout this entire season, this entire body of work. And with the expansion of the college football playoff, all you want is to give teams a chance. Everybody knew how to make the playoffs to start the season. There was no gray area of, oh, that's how they're doing it. You got to go out and win. We've been in playoff mentality since September. We knew after we lost on the last second field goal to Oregon, we can't lose again, and we didn't. That's a testament to this team. That's a testament to these kids. That's a testament to our fan base, the support we have, and what we need to keep pushing forward. So to me, just set the standard, and it's up to us as coaches to then get our team to go win games to make it to the playoff. So I don't think that should change. There's been a lot of teams that have said that they should be in it. I'm curious how they played in their bowl games. And to me, it's all about put the ball down, play the game. Whatever they set to make the playoff, that's on us as coaches and competitors to go get it done. So I'm proud of our team, and I know there's a legacy here for this group, Ashton Ahmed, who won't be wearing the blue and orange going forward, but there's a legacy they left. We haven't been to the Fiesta Bowl in a decade. We'll be back. We're going to keep working our tail off. We want to be a light on a hill that's going to do football different at Boise State. Doesn't mean it fits everybody. Doesn't mean it's perfect. We're going to do it different. It's going to be based on love. It'll be based on giving Jesus the glory. If people don't like that, don't come here. But if you do, it's going to be something that's going to be different. I promise you, we're going to continue to push the envelope, and we're going to be back.
Second row on the right.
Colton Poole, Hero Sports. Spencer, when you look back on this season, what will you remember most about this year's team?
There's going to be a lot of those moments, and for saving you guys from me sitting up here crying, I'm just so proud of this team. I'll never forget in January when a group of guys just said, we're going to work when no one's watching, and we're going to leave a legacy. When no one's around, when we're on the blue, in the snow, working, to spring ball, to fall camp, to decks, and counted out in games. Some people thought we were going to be good, some people didn't. Who cares? And just so proud of this team doing that and achieving what they did this year, because I believe football is a phenomenal vehicle to teach you about life. And for these kids, football is going to be over for all of them at some point. And they're going to be husbands, they're going to be fathers, and learning. If you listened to every time someone said you couldn't do something, you wouldn't accomplish anything in your life, me included. And they did. They just went to work. They loved each other. They showed up. They kept swinging. They stayed in it. And you can achieve anything with that. And that's why I'm very open about, man, we serve a champion. Like, anything is possible. And so seeing our team go through the work when no one's around, and then enjoying the moment that everybody watches, the back-to-back Mountain West championships, the storing of the blue, those are the memories that are exciting. But the things that I'll never forget is the work that these guys did when no one was around.